Welcome, one and all, to the auditory celebration we call B-Side. I'm your host, San Gauja, coming to you live and direct from BRIC House in downtown Brooklyn. Each week, we serve up the most innovative and interesting sounds our borough has to offer. And tonight is no exception. Superhuman Happiness is a multifaceted, mellifluous musical force that has been disseminating progressive and inventive electro-pop sounds since 2008. They are led by Stuart Bogie, an insanely talented multi-instrumentalist who has played with just about everyone on the planet. Tonight, we are fortunate enough to have them in our studio for the next hour to bless us with their sounds. Wise idea to keep it locked on B-Side. See, you've got your drinks all sorted out, innit?
My gold coat hangs in the closet with the gloves in the pocket. The pressure builds with waves and flames, beaming light from the basement stairs. Well, I'll take a trip down, but first, I'll feast on time.
Promises unspoken, our
Promises unbroken. Oh,
and death, a wreath around your chest.
birth and death, a wreath around your chest. Tomorrow I will reach middle ground. Tomorrow I will reach middle ground. Restless and unfolding, the fast dreams they sold me are holding and controlling details describing the species crime.
Yeah, lonely.
My sex is frozen, memories unchosen, but the pressure builds with dreams I steal.
Promises unspoken, our promises unbroken.
Oh,
And death, a wreath around your chest.
birth and death, a wreath around your chest. Tomorrow I will reach middle ground. Tomorrow I will reach middle ground. Tomorrow I will reach middle ground. Tomorrow I will reach middle ground.
Stuart Bogie.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, Sa?
Yeah, good.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. All right, so let's start with this tune. By the way, if you're just tuning in, we're with Superhuman Happiness right now. B-side, BK, Brooklyn. My name is San Galja. We're just about to get into it. Hope you caught that first tune. So, Stu, what was this tune that we just heard?
This was a song called Middle Ground.
Middle Ground.
Yeah, and it's one of our newest songs.
Okay.
And, it's a song about confronting realities in life and about this effort that we're all striving for something, and when we really look ourselves in the mirror, like just trying to break even. You know what I mean? I think that's what it's about, feeling wise. But musically, what it's about is that kind of nasty groove we ended with, which is the physical aspect.
The physical aspect of the nasty groove.
I think so. I don't know if nasty is the right word.
Well, I mean, the groove was...
It's a little 1989, maybe.
There was an element of 89 in there. I mean, did you find it nasty? I'm talking to the studio audience right now.
It's like 93.
93 for you? Yeah? All right, yeah, see. But, you know, everyone has a different relationship to the 80s, you know what I mean? So, like, some people put 80s in the 90s. And
Yeah.
But first of all, can you introduce the team?
Yeah. This is Sam Levin on drums, Eric Biondo on synthesizers and trumpet and vocals, on Andrea Diaz on vocals, and Rich Stein on percussion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Pleasure to meet you all. Yeah, great start. So then, okay, so, right, this is about that thing of looking in the mirror and we're all just trying to get by, get on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, let's talk about briefly, what is your musical background, Stu?
Oh, I trained classically, like school band,
Yeah.
and then I spent a lot of my free time playing music in, I guess garage bands or basement bands with my friends, and I never stopped doing that. So, so yeah, now I'm up here with the 4 of my best friends.
Dressed in red now, you know what I mean?
Stressing red.
Yeah. We got it's been a long road. So everybody needs to color coordinate so that we can remember which ones were in the band.
Voila.
Now,
Is this kind of like that thing that happens like in Manhattan when you got like the one leader holding up like the little card or the umbrella and everyone's like, all right, yeah, we know we're with that group.
Oh.
We're just, we're right
yeah,
there.
yeah, that's right. We're easy to wrangle this way, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, so music for me was always something you did with your friends and something you could study. And then there's a lot of overlap. So now we study music together. And we study our own music. We study the music that we're creating. We take it apart and put it back together and fight about it and play it for you guys.
And when it comes to influences, are you like beholden to any particular ethos or school of musical thought, or or is that even a part of how you operate?
Yeah, sure, because you got to start with a framework, or else you're just going to wander. I think if I don't know, if you, correct me if I'm wrong, but like if you wanted to make something, like the first thing you'd think of would be the first thing you'd hear. Like you turn on the radio and be like, oh yeah, I'd be like Bruce Springsteen, because that's what came on, and that's what made your heart jump. But with us, I think the things that we've chosen to pursue are rhythm and melody. Rhythm and melody.
And when you say rhythm and melody, is this about an examination and refinement, or what you are challenging yourself to explore deeper, or is there a particular way to? I mean, because look, if Pharrell is exploring melody, he's trying to find that hook that's going to get like at least
Oh.
5 million people to say like,
Yeah.
that is the
Yeah.
tune that I need to keep in my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
This is it's similar. It's similar, but for instance, let me show you. We'll start with a rhythm, and then we'll play some melodies that when this song was written, we drilled these rhythms, these clapping rhythms. And as we drilled them and we kind of meditated on them and felt them and played them over and over again, eventually melodies emerged. Like we just kind of found them. They jumped in our heads and we sang them.
are you going to show us that now?
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
And, we built a song out of it, and it's this song. It's called Half Step Grind. So maybe the audience can help us on this one. Can we do? Can you guys clap a rhythm with us? It goes like. All right. And it goes. Yeah. So this is the melody. And it happened about 3 months after thinking about this rhythm. Yeah, and then we put a riff to it. Yeah.
Reach back, reach way back.
She sharpens up her knife.
Small smile, an early blush. Your conscience or your life. Trying patience, trying lies, shedding stations along the ride. Words were vacant, so were cries. Climb upstairs, they're on your side.
Again, again, again. Laughing memories, passing memories. Again, again, again. Human memories tumble down. Again, again, again. Laughing memories, passing memories. Again, again, again. Human memories tumble down.
Her prize, her new toy. Delusion waltzes through. She stares at her hands to let the memories loose. Reach out and close her eyes. She still won't say a thing. No one lies. She lets go of the string and feels the blood rushing from just the suggesting. No lies, no lies, no
half-step grind. I nearly lost my mind. The past just falls behind. The memories fade away. The door, it opens up. You call me closer in. The air is getting thin. We're climbing up the stairs. The world below grows dim. The melodies begin. The melodies begin. We're climbing up the stairs. The world below grows dim. The melodies begin. Again, again, again. Laughing memories, passing memories. Again, again, again. Human memories tumble down. Again, again, again. Laughing memories, passing memories. Again, again, again. Human memories tumble down.
I'm really trying to figure out which impending rooftop party I'm going to be involved with. There's some of that you guys could be the soundtrack for.
We like
really
that.
like to enjoy you looking over Brooklyn from very high above. Well, in Brooklyn it's more like maybe 4 stories or so, but high enough.
Yeah.
What is this tune?
This song is called Half Step Grind.
Half Step Grind.
Yeah, and we wrote it starting with that clapping exercise that we started with. We actually did it in 2 parts. So one part is like tap, 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 and the other is tap, 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 tap. So when they go together, it's ta 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 ta, which is, I think it's been around for eons, that rhythm. So we just put it to the band, and it's one of these things, if you sit on a rhythm like that long enough, and you kind of make it into a mantra, stuff bubbles to the surface. Melodies, ideas.
Well, you know what, I'm glad you brought that up, because this is precisely what I was curious about listening to this song. Now, granted, we only tap together one half of that core rhythm.
Yep.
Right? We're talking about rhythm and melody.
Mhm.
Well, I have a two-part question. Have you ever like divided the audience in half and like put one half on one rhythm and the other?
Yeah.
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 All right. So it's quite
We tried
interactive
that.
thing that you're involved with. So
Yeah, that'll happen.
so
Sometimes.
how do you have a? Is there a typical development process, or does every song pull from you something different in terms of how you? How did you get from what we just did to this suite that we just?
Just
listened-
workshopping,
Yeah.
improvising, workshopping, mining the mind.
Mm.
You know, and it's you knock on a door with repetition, which is why I love repetitive music so much. Which is why, you know, Fela's music is so important to us. Is repetition? It's like knocking on a door, and it keeps going, and new stuff comes out. It's like John Cage. He said, if you're bored, keep listening. You know, I'm paraphrasing.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, do you, in that regard, I mean, well, let's say in relationship to this song, that idea of repetition. I mean, do you basically kind of just distill your ideas against what you know is already working, or do you understand what I'm asking?
Yeah. Well, you know, we got like you work with your friends, and you find out what turns them on. Like, okay, yeah, that rhythm. Let's just keep playing it until we think of some more stuff to add, or let's just keep playing it. Because if it came into the room, if that rhythm or that melody or whatever that sonic element that excites your soul, if it came into the room, then it's been invited there by something. So then it's just part of things. You just accept it, I think. If you judge it, you can judge it out of the room. You know, we can judge our friends away. We can judge our love away.
You can judge our friends away. And
Yeah. You could. You know, you don't want to judge the music.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy. We're Superhuman Happiness.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all laughing at the moment, actually, and I mean, are you all enjoying what's going on here? Yeah. I hope you all are too. You tuned into B-Side BK. We're with Superhuman Happiness, and what Superhuman Happiness? Where did that name come from?
A good friend of ours. Her name's Tatiana McCabe. She's collaborated on all kinds of video art projects with us. She got the idea for the band. She was riding her bike on the beach. She closed her eyes.
Well, while riding
her bike on the beach, yeah. So the name came from like submitting to this blissful feeling, which is also kind of dangerous. Not horribly dangerous, but
Just dangerous enough.
a little risky, yeah.
She wasn't closing her eyes riding down DeKalb.
Not DeKalb.
Yeah.
Not Second Avenue.
No, not nowhere near anywhere around here.
Yeah, this was on a beach.
Not even Prospect Park.
But
All
yeah,
right.
it's a feeling. It's superhuman happiness. It's a feeling that's like it's like a cloud. You go into it. It's not, you know, we're not superhumans, but it's a feeling it's larger than yourself. And I think that's what we aspire to when we create music.
I have a question about rhythm. What's your name again, mate?
I'm Rich.
Rich. I want to call you AKA the junkyard dog of percussion. You've got a lot. I mean, there's a lot here, man. You know.
I have stuff that I've sort of mined from all over the place. You know, these artillery shell casings, and you got to forgive me because I'm sort of getting over something, so my voice is a little shot.
All right, and I'm sorry because you aren't mic'd, and I'm going to ask you if you can even maybe talk a little bit closer, maybe to Stuart.
Sure.
Oh, your percussion mic is working.
I can do my percussion.
Actually, your
mic.
percussion mic.
Cool. So, like, you know, these come from my hometown. I grew up in Virginia Beach, and there's like a big military presence down there. So, you know, one byproduct of that is that you have some pretty incredible surplus stores. So every time I go down there, you know, I stop in some of these military surplus stores, and they've got these great sounding shell cases.
So this is a weapon of war.
Yeah, but now being used for music and art. So I think they found a better home.
Amen.
You know, often, you know, these are just used like in exercises and stuff. So the likelihood is that they should have ended, you know, up on the bottom of the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. But they make, you know, just because of the proximity, they make their way into like these surplus stores. You know, this I found like in a junkyard. So there is some legitimacy to the name, I guess. You know, I mean, you got your standard oil can, trash can lids. I mean, everything makes a sound. And, you know, put it all together and you might have something. So you just try to pay attention. Toy stores are also great. You know, it all works. It all works for me. So that's sort of, I guess, I mean, down here I've got all kinds of stuff. You know, this is a baby's toy. I use this on recordings all the time. It's like a little guiro. Little hands, duck calls, or this is called a squirrel buster. Apparently you can use these to bring some squirrels.
You make the squirrels come with that.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to the park? Have you ever gone to the park and tried that out?
What's that?
Yeah, I mean, will we catch you at Prospect Park or Union Square?
No, strictly musical, man.
Yeah, okay, all right.
But Son, the good thing about his setup is that he doesn't have to bring anything to the gig. He just goes on the street before the show. It just, you know, scavenges around and then boom. It's a big surprise. And it smells good too.
Right.
I don't know. What does that little squirrel collar smell like? I don't. I'm just kidding.
Just like rubber.
All right, all right. Well, hey, look. All right, let's get into another tune. We have a lot of ground to cover tonight.
All right.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for that rundown.
Sure.
Stopped and I got nowhere. The story that was left to tell, left out by decision and condition. The same excuse they always sell. A wasted time in my life. The truth goes oh 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 oh. A wasted time in my life. The truth goes oh. On my way, see me on my way, see me on my. Too slow, no room for hesitation. With every step I want to drop. Sat down, but all the seats were taken. I didn't hear the music stop. Wasted time in my life. The truth goes oh 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 oh. Wasted time in my life. The truth goes oh. See me on my way. See me on my way. See me on my way. See me on my. Take my chances. I smile when I am, and I take my chances. Forget the plan. Well, no matter what they're thinking, and no matter what they say, well, you can sit there laughing, or you can see me on my way. On my way, come on and see me on my way. See me on my way. twist away the gates of steel, unlock the secret voice, give in to ancient noise, take a chance, a brand new dance, twist away the gates of steel, twist away, now twist and shout. The earth, it moves too slow, but the earth is all we know. We pay to play the human way, twist away the gates of steel. But the earth, it moves too slow. We pay to play the human way, twist away the gates of steel. The beginning was the end of everything now. The 8 brick guards his tail and he's stuck on it. Repeat until he fails, half a coon and half a god. You know a man's not made of steel. Now twist away, oh twist and shout. The earth, it moves too slow, but the earth is all we know. We pay to play the human way, twist away the gates of steel.
That was a bit of an epic little adventure there.
Yeah, that was a song of ours called "See Me on My Way."
Seamen.
See me on my way.
See me.
Yeah.
I mean,
See
see
men
me
on
in
their
the
way.
terms of like,
Men
you know,
going
like a boat
places.
guy.
No, it's see me.
See me on my way. All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What was that? What was that about? Stop it, Bheard. I can hear your mind.
I thought this was a family show. What's going on over here?
Yeah, that's a song, you know, about a lot of times in life you hit that place where it feels like people are passing you by.
Mm.
You just gotta say, I don't know what you gotta say.
But like when you thought about that, I mean,
Is there another round?
is it like that thing of like people passing you or you like? I mean, which way are the people going? Or does it matter?
And that's a good point.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
if you just lie on the ground and stare up, they're all going every which way.
Right.
It's not a race anymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay, with that, well, we've talked about kind of, I guess, the type of hypnotic examination that you're involved in with your music. In terms of lyrically, would you consider what you're doing a bit of like mantra making, or I mean, what with your lyrics? I mean, how does it work for you?
I don't know, Eric. You wanna speak to that, or Andrea? You guys wanna speak to that?
Well, excuse me. Every song has.
Are we getting Bheard? Nice one. Go ahead.
Are we getting me?
Yeah, we got you.
Are you getting me though?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Oh, let's see.
Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Now read my brains. Both of them.
It's a family show. It's a family show.
No, lyrically, you know, we're trying to remember them. That's the main problem. You know, there's this sort of gray area, I think, that we're focusing in on, that a lot of people haven't written lyrics for, this gray area that, you know, it's either like real obvious or like way too poetic, you know, and we're sort of splitting that storyline, you know what I mean? Like giving you a little bit more, like, oh, maybe I'll listen to the song twice and get a couple different meanings from it, opposed to just, you know, the obvious, you know, fast food smell or the obvious, you know, what's that, mushroom oil?
Truffle.
Truffle oil, you know, it contaminates everything. With
Oh,
its,
yeah.
It's too artsy,
Oh,
you
it
know what I
smells
mean?
like garbage.
Too much art in that oil. No, so you know, it's just trying to split the difference between our hearts and our bodies with the lyrics. I think, I don't know. He told me what to say before the show, but I can't remember any of it.
I have a question for you lot. So, I mean, there's really a lot to cover here. How long has Superhuman Happiness been going on? I mean, we can get into this. It's a bit of a loaded question here, only because I'm asking it.
Yeah.
But the rest of the world has no idea about all of that, innit? Well, how long has this been going on?
I don't know. You know, we all kind of jump on when we do, but it's longer than we know, I guess. I don't feel like we found it.
Okay, well, look. All right, look. The first time I heard, the first iteration of Superhuman Happiness I ever
Yes.
heard was at a place called Zebulon. Now, for those of you who
Zebulon.
just moved to Brooklyn, you might not know about it. For
Yeah.
those of you who've been around for a while, and if you've ever been to Williamsburg, in some of its past incarnations, you might.
Yep.
That's the first time I heard you. Now, this is already, well, it's quite a few years ago anyway.
Yeah. The owner, Jeff, was so lovely to us, and he provided a home and a sanctuary for us to explore and do whatever we like. I go in to play at Zebulon. We go in, say, okay, Jeff, we're gonna set up and we're gonna play. What time do you want us to play? And he would say, as you like. And we say, okay, how long do you want us to go? Until you're finished. Man, all right.
Okay, well, with that, the first time
Really wonderful.
When I saw you there, first time I saw Superhuman Happiness, there were about 12 to 15 people on stage, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we had an open membership. That was before we had to rent vehicles to get places. And yeah, we just wanted to get it, you know, everybody could come in and play. Everybody we're friends with, everybody in the scene. And it gave us a cultural ground to explore and celebrate life together. Zebulon was a very important place. And it gets more important every year of my life, looking back at what an amazing place it was.
And in terms of the musical landscape, I mean, because you've been working here in Brooklyn, in New York, for a very long time. And we only have we're very limited time right now, but I'm a bit curious. I'm going to ask you far too much than you can answer right now, but between the time that you came to New York or when you started making music here in Brooklyn to now, how has the landscape changed for you, or how do you perceive the change in the landscape? From we can even just talk on a musical level in terms of venues, in terms of how it relates to the music that you're making, the structure of your band. Like, what does that like? You know,
But sometimes you wonder, is the scene getting old, or am I getting older? Or, you know, are both things happening? But I can tell you, the short version is that I know that my soul needs the music of Andrea, Eric, Sam, and Rich now more than it ever did, more than I needed it 15 years ago. My heart is hungry for it. So.
Well, you know what? We're hungry for another tune, mate. Let's.
All right.
Yeah.
This is a new one. We're gonna do a new one.
the right thing. Now you'll say anything. You used to do the right thing. Now you'll say anything. You thought the camera was rolling, touching her mouth. You thought the moment was golden. What was the story about? She wants him, he's flattered. Keep running to each other's cries. The passion, the pattern. I didn't see it this time. I think I may be better off dead, running from the lost voice. Yeah, I think I may be. Well, I think I may be better off dead, and I'm running scared. Yeah. Chasing those moments between the loneliness, imaginary atonement. Just face that emptiness, the constant seduction of our precious storylines. You run and duck the notion, afraid of wasting time. The victim, yeah, fighting for your mind. The victim, yeah, leave 'em far behind. Breaking away again, and there's no trading places. Breaking away again, but we're trading places.
All right, we're going to move quite quickly. A few things I would like to cover before we get into this last tune. New projects. What is the name? What are you guys doing?
It's a Superhuman Happiness. We have a record coming out this summer. It's featuring that last song called VHS. Might start off the album with that one.
Boom. And if people want to get their hands on it, what do they do?
Royal Potato Family is the label. Oh, we're also celebrating the birthday of our manager, Kevin Calabro, who's in the audience tonight. Who,
Nice one.
yeah.
Cowbell?
Say what?
Cowbell? sorry?
Calabro.
Calabro? Okay, I'm sorry.
But I like cowbell. You should.
I'm getting the
Yeah.
names wrong a lot tonight. All right, so again,
Yeah.
where did they go?
RoyalPotatoFamily.com will have the information, and SuperhumanHappiness.com will have the information.
Great.
We don't have a release date yet, but it's coming up.
And where is the next place you all are playing?
Tomorrow night we're playing at Brooklyn Bowl. We're also
Brooklyn
going to be
Bowl
at the Electric Forest Festival in Michigan
Tomorrow night, Brooklyn Bowl, what
this
time?
summer. Tomorrow night, Brooklyn Bowl, we play at 8:30.
8:30,
Yeah,
all right. And
8:30
then
sharp.
Michigan when?
In June.
All right, for those of you traveling. Who
Yeah.
did you just come off the road with, by the way?
We just did a tour of California and Oregon and Seattle with Marco Benevento.
Voilà.
Yeah,
D'accord.
the amazing, gifted piano player.
Right. These two lot I've traveled the world with.
Yeah.
Beyond Stuart. Me and Stuart, believe it or not, we shared, where are we? Are we there? Where are we? We actually shared the role of Fela Kuti on the Broadway show. I was playing Fela and he was the horn. Believe it or not. Spoiler alert. Look, let's get into let's get into another tune. We don't have that
Okay.
much time left.
Let's switch it up. I'm going to play this
And
one.
we're going to play right into the next world. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And yeah, we'll get into some more tunes. We'll give you a few details before we get out of here. Welcome to Brooklyn once again. If you've been here, you already know. All right, it was Superhuman Happiness. Enjoy.
All right.
Hey, bring this around. I want to give you a few pertinent info. Just run that tape, yeah? So look, ladies and gentlemen, hello? Thanks for tuning in to another epic B-side session. Thank you to all who've tuned in. Yeah, thank you to all who've tuned in and to those here in the studio and to Superhuman Happiness for supplying a wicked soundtrack to the evening. Make sure to keep an eye out. Make sure to keep an eye out for their new release this summer. It will be the perfect playlist for barbecues and block parties. Rewatch this and all B-side episodes online at bricartsmedia.org/B-side. And follow us on Twitter with the hashtag BSideBK. I'm San Gauja, wishing you all a superhumanly happy rest of your evening. And the FON sound system is playing every night right now at Bergen. That's between Classen and Franklin. Every other Saturday, 1st, 3rd, 5th, Bed-Stuy. Yes? Bedvine. Peace and love, everyone. Have a good night. Superhuman Happiness. Let's go.
walked right in and crossed the line. You move at the right time. You said today is all we got. Someday our love will stop. There's a second heart inside my heart. 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 We fall in love, it's all at once. We fall in love every day. We break our first heart only once. There's a second heart inside my heart. Oh, 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 oh. There's a second heart inside my heart. Oh, 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 oh. There's a second heart inside my heart. Oh, 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 oh. There's a second heart inside my heart. There's a second heart, 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 there's a second heart,
It's coming out, 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 it's coming out. There's a second heart inside my heart. Oh, 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 oh. There's a second heart inside my heart. Oh, 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 oh. There's a second heart inside my heart. Oh, 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 oh. There's a second heart inside my heart.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Wicked, 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 wicked.